Again, welcome back to Fink Beef Genetics website, and what I'm calling, I guess, our bullet points. But there's different topics, I think, that within the cattle industry that maybe is more than can be read and understand what the breeder's thinking. So we decided to present to you several different topics this way, a one-on-one of how we see it and what we think may be coming down the road, and how we've done things for 35 years here at Fink Beef Genetics. This topic is going to deal with pedigrees. I hear a lot of people, and they're probably right. I don't have a genetic PhD or anything like that, but I hear a lot of people talking that once you get 2 or 3 generations back, pedigree really doesn't mean anything. I don't buy that. I think everything comes from somewhere, and those genetics are still floating around back in there. Yes, maybe the first generation or 2 are going to have the most influence, but I still see characteristics going back 3 and 4 generations that follow way back in several different bloodlines. So we do watch pedigrees pretty close. Again, with all the technology and everything's out there, we just try to put all the pieces together when we breed cattle. We don't go in one direction trying to chase extremes or one area. We try to put it all together. And pedigrees are a big important part. What we'll do when we go to select bulls is pull up a pedigree on the bull that has high accuracy. We'll try to select bulls, not all the time, but we try to find bulls that have $80 to $100 in production in the Angus breed to start building from to select bulls. We'll pull a pedigree on that bull. I'll run pedigrees back 3, 4, 5 generations to see what kind of animals are back behind this particular individual before we'll AI to them. It's very surprising sometimes what you can find back in the pedigrees, and I think that's what allows for a lot of the variation in the cattle industry. I think some of these different genetics back here, in the past, we've seen some genetic problems pop up that weren't in the first generation or 2. But when you get back in the 3rd, 4th generations, and some of these problems collide, and then that's where we have some problems in our industry. We look for depth in that pedigree when we're going back in the pedigrees and seeing, make sure those animals are deep all the way back in the pedigree, that they're good and solid for, again, 4 to 5 generations. We like to know what's back behind, not the first generation 2. We'd like to know what's back behind, how long those cattle lasted, how long they were fertile, what their feet were like, and everything like that. This will, again, help reduce the variability in what we do, we think, in our breeding program. When we sell bulls from our program, they're not line bred, they're not inbred, but they're tightly bred with the same kinds of animals. We have some variability in our pedigrees, and we do that simply from the standpoint of keeping our customers the most reproduction efficiency that we can have, some outcrossing of lines and some things like that. I appreciate the guys that line breed cattle and plot them for their program. We do it a little bit different because we want some diversity for our customers to come in and use different bloodlines. But they're still going to be the same kind of EPDs, the same kind of animals that we've discussed in another bullet point as far as kind and everything like that. Our customers, again, are all over the United States, and we try to just put all pieces of the puzzle together, and pedigree is one of the very important things that we do to make sure there's not any problems lurking in the past. Thank you.